Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this March the 24th, 2026. I'm hoping everybody had a great Tuesday out there so far. Everybody did a great Tuesday evening. And we're back to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the storm system moving across the country. Your local forecast is included as well for your Wednesday and Thursday. Also take a look at the current watches warning advisory map. Also take a look at some severe weather coming up on day number 3. Number 2, we'll take a look at the general thunderstorm forecast as well, and also take a look at the climate prediction center 8 to 14 day temperature and precipitation outlook as well. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and make sure you stick around to the entire video so you get a chance to see the entire forecast as well. And I greatly appreciate it if you can share these videos, and if everybody could hit that subscribe button. Still trying to reach 700 subscribers. Long way from there still, but I need to start. Everybody needs to start hitting that subscribe button so that way we can get this channel up and running again and growing as well. So I greatly appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks, and make sure you subscribe and like these videos as well. Alright, there's a storm system moving off the Atlantic coastal water, stretching down toward Florida. Another little clipper system moving across a portion of the panhandle of Florida, back into Mississippi and Alabama, then into eastern Tennessee, through Kentucky, all the way into Ohio, Pennsylvania. Also a little clipper system moving across New York State into Maine, also in eastern Canada, up around Lake Harry, Lake Superior, around Michigan as well, Illinois. Got another storm system over here around areas of New Mexico to Colorado, Wyoming, and then another very powerful storm system moving into southwestern Canada, stretching into areas of Montana, Idaho, and Washington State, back into the coastal water. That was Washington, and northern California, Nevada region as well. Got a little clipper system moving across that area also. Alright, you can see the high pressure ridge starting to build back out west again. You can see just limited moisture under it, and as you can see, pretty tranquil weather across most of the area. Not expecting too much precipitation across the eastern U.S. The drought conditions will continue to worsen, and hopefully Thursday I can show you the drought monitor and show you where the driest conditions are. Pretty much right now the south and southeastern U.S. is in a drought, but most of the area, last time I showed it, most of the U.S. was generally in some kind of drought situation. Alright, we got a mixed precipitation stretching from coast to coast, from northern California, Oregon, Washington State, South Canada, through Montana, through North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Lake Harry, and Lake Superior, over here to New York State, to Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. A little bit of snow in central and northern Maine as well. Critical fire weather around Wyoming. A few little shower activity maybe around Colorado. Thunderstorm and shower activity across Illinois, portion of Iowa, down toward Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, and also a little bit across southwest Georgia into central and south Florida as well, and then some shower activity across Louisiana, Mississippi, a little bit across Georgia, then more activity up here across Illinois, Michigan, Lake just eastern Canada over toward Pennsylvania, a little bit of Lake Huron, also to New York State, to Pennsylvania, to Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, coastal waters as well. So otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Wednesday. Alright, let's move on into your Thursday forecast now, and it should roll out something like this here across the board. You can see we got a cold front stretching from up here across southeast Canada, all the way to Kansas, back to Colorado to Nevada. Then you can see we got a warm front stretching across southeast Canada, back down into portion of Colorado. Alright, we got more mixed precipitation over here in Washington State. One little pocket of northern Oregon. We got snow flying over here in South Canada into Montana. A little pocket of snow right in North Dakota. Also more mixed precipitation in Montana, Wyoming, South North Dakota, to Nebraska, to Colorado, to Nebraska, also into Iowa, also in North Dakota, Minnesota, Lake Harry, Lake Superior, Wisconsin, Michigan, to Pennsylvania, to Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, to PA, Pennsylvania, that is, New York State, to southeast Canada, Vermont, New Hampshire, over to Maine, New Brunswick. You're included in that as well. Got some pockets of freezing rain in that area as well. New Brunswick to Maine, southeast Canada, Lake Harry, Lake Superior, a little bit of portion of Michigan, northern Michigan, Wisconsin, and also in the portion of North Dakota, Minnesota. Then we got severe weather possible from Illinois to Indiana, Ohio, and thunderstorms and showers from Kansas to Oklahoma to Missouri to Arkansas to Kentucky to Ohio to West Virginia, D.C., Delaware, Maryland. Then we got shower activity from Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island down toward New Jersey and eastern Delaware as well. Otherwise, expect your high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Thursday. Alright, let's move on into the current watch and warning advisory map you're locating across the nation. And it should roll out something like this here across the board. Alright, we got a little bit of frost advisory across eastern North Carolina. We got special weather statements across South Carolina, also into Georgia, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, and Colorado for some kind of fire weather statements for you guys, and also in the portion of Nebraska. And then we got red flag warnings in areas of Nebraska, South Dakota, Wyoming, Colorado, Montana. High wind watches and wind advisories in that area as well for Montana. Also have some hydro issues in western Montana. Winter weather advisory for you guys in Washington State. Even got some areas of wind advisories also stretching into Idaho, Oregon, and Nevada. We got a couple counties in southwestern California or western California with a few heat advisories. Small craft advisories and gale warnings stretching from Maine to the east coast of Florida, southern California, Washington State, around the Hawaii Chain Island with flood watches to the south, special weather statements there as well, and some small craft advisory around the Alaska region also. Alright, Storm Prediction Center outlook should roll out something like this here across the board. We're just looking at general thunderstorms over here in Washington State, a little bit in North Dakota, Minnesota, also Nebraska, Colorado, and then Illinois, Indiana, portion of Ohio and Kentucky, central and south Florida as well. Could not rule out a severe thunderstorm warning in your area as well. Alright, now let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook for day number 3, which is Thursday. You can see we have general thunderstorm for areas of Nebraska, portions of New York State, Pennsylvania, and also down toward Washington, D.C., and Baltimore, and portion of West Virginia. And it just took it out, but it's refreshing it, so we'll get a chance to show you again. And then we got a slight risk from portion of eastern areas of Nebraska through Missouri over toward areas of Pittsburgh, western New York State, and also Michigan. And then from Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, slight risk of severe weather. Probability should roll out like this here, 5 and 15% respectively. In this yellow slashed area, this is where the significant severe weather will occur in your region. Alright, Climate Prediction Center outlook should roll out like this here with the temperature outlook first. And we're still waiting, and here we go. 8 to 14 day temperature outlook looks like this, and it runs from April 1st to April 7th. And it looks to be below normal across Maine, near normal for southern Maine and the portion of northern New York State, near normal temperatures across areas of northern Michigan to Wisconsin, all the way to Washington State to California, southern California to the Carolinas, Florida, back up to southern New York State, above normal temps, Hawaii Chain Island above normal temp, northwestern Alaska above normal, central near normal, southeast below normal. Alright, precipitation, near normal precipitation from Maine to Florida to the Carolinas, portion of Georgia, and also Alabama, northwestern Washington State. Elsewhere, from Vermont to Michigan to Washington State to California to Texas to Louisiana, above normal temp precipitation, that is, above normal precipitation across the Hawaii Chain Island, above normal precipitation southeast Alaska, near normal central and northwest, and extreme northwest is below normal precipitation for the Alaska region. So, alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. Have a wonderful Tuesday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got.